Hi guys, my name is Sharad Thompson, also known as Chef Rad, and I'm the owner of Morsels TT, Trinidad's first online bakery. We run mainly off of Facebook and email at this point in time. We do specialty cakes, desserts, savory items coming soon, and we deliver 7 days a week. I started that business with $3,000. That's it. I went and I got my raw material, flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and started with a Facebook page. I started my business when social media started to peak in business in Trinidad Tobago. I really didn't have any, let's say, market research or anything to know that social media would have worked, but I knew my clients working at these different establishments, I knew what they would have wanted. Mainly being a citizen of Trinidad Tobago as well, we're all busy, we don't have time. Everybody is constantly going, there's a lot of traffic unfortunately, so people appreciate a delivery service. Most of my clients come through Facebook. We're going on 60,000 followers. Yeah, 60,000 followers, it's crazy. We have a really loyal, beautiful following. It's really the hub of the business for now. Alright, firstly, I never wanted to get into business. Yeah, it wasn't something I wanted to do. I was very good at my job. I worked at a lot of establishments right out of school. You know, I headlined some businesses, dessert sections that didn't have high-end desserts before, stuff like that. And a lot of people, like customers, sometimes family, friends would say, why don't you start your own business? One, I really didn't think it was possible. Because unfortunately our school systems and sometimes family don't really push us in the business direction, as well as I didn't want the responsibility. I felt it would have been a bit too much responsibility for me, so I ran from it until I decided at a point. I was working for a while. I was probably around 23 when I made that conscious decision, and I wasn't making the income that I needed within the field that I was in, which would have been the baking field, and I actually was going to get into safety because I was going to get into safety. I was going to give up on it because I needed to make money. I'm a very ambitious young man. I needed to get my life started, and unfortunately my passion was not giving me the income I needed to build a life. So my dad is a really successful engineer, so I called him up. I was like, hey, this isn't working. Could you maybe help me with a job if I get into safety? He said yes, and I was almost ready to sign up for school. And then he suggested that I try my own business. And he's the last person that would have suggested that because he really wasn't too fond of it in the beginning. So when he gave me that encouragement, it really pushed me. I was like, you know what, now I have everybody on board. The one person I didn't think might have been on board is on board now, so I'm gonna try it. Discipline would be a success point. You really need to buckle down. I would say if you're a young person thinking about getting into business and you're not there yet, do your partying and think, no. Do it now, get out there, do the things you want to do, live in your freedom. Because unfortunately or fortunately, when you start your own business, you no longer have that freedom to a point. Because now that business is relying on you. If you don't work, the business doesn't work. If you don't work, the business doesn't grow. You have to be an innovator. You constantly have to think of new ideas, something that competitors or brands that are there before you are not doing or have not done yet. You need to build your capital to be able to do more things. So it's a lot of responsibility. So my method would be you really need to buckle down. Lucky for me, I got my partying out of the way. So once I started, I was really focused. I would challenge Trinidad and Tobago's entrepreneurs to, it may be a cliche, it may be quite simple, but it is a rule of thumb in business to never give up. Especially for young people as well as other entrepreneurs, never give up because the tasks are quite daunting. It's very stressful. I would say maybe an older person would, have a bit more life experience to handle it a little better, but especially for the young ones out there, it will hit you like a brick and you will have to find strength within yourself that you didn't know you had before. So when I say never give up, I mean that in every sense of the phrase. because you can't. You don't have a choice now. Everything is depending on you. You need to be strong. You need to be the backbone of your business. In some cases, you may have to be the face of your business. You need to look at how you project yourself and the image that you're giving off, if it's a positive one. So my message would be never give up.